like a brand new person. Maybe fake's what I like. Long as I have the right, I'm making it black and white. Thinking it's worth the fight. Soon I'll be out of sight. Knowing it all this time. Going with what I always longed for. Feel like a brand new person.
Show, Pink Fox Playhouse here in Washington, D.C. If you're tuning in right now, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a few of you here in the studio, thank you so much for being here in the studio. We've got some treats out, so please help yourself to the treats. There's some Pop-Tarts, which we haven't had in quite a while. There's some caramels. There's some items with peanut butter, so be conscious of that if you've got a peanut allergy. It's labeled. But please help yourself to those. If you're in the area watching, head on down. We've got some fun, exciting treats, and hopefully it's a fun show. My name is Mark. This is my partner, Keo.
Hi.
And we've got Ronan on the microphone and playing some music for us tonight. I think your mic might be down there.
What's good? Oh, that sounds sexy.
We will be here on Saturday nights, though. We want this to be a community event, so please, if you're in the area, again, come out, show some love, show some support, stop by. It's a safe space. But we're Pink Fox. I don't know if you've seen us on Instagram. I don't know if maybe you've been to the website, but saw the Vice article. We are doing a lifestyle brand here in DC under Initiative 71. 71 past 2 years now, 2.5 years?
Not quite.
Is
a
it?
little over 1 year. But when it did pass, we had a discussion about making edibles, and that's how we got together.
It's actually a funny story. Even Ronan over here, we all met at our former place of employment. And then one day it was no longer our former place of
It wasn't.
employment.
It became
And,
our former
yeah,
place.
it became the former place, and that actually happened to all of us on the exact same day. And that's how this whole thing kind of came about and was born. So if you haven't yet, take a second, go over to Instagram, pinkfox202. Go to the website, pinkfox202.com. Check out the menu, check out the t-shirts, the hats. We will be at the Bud Summit next week, taking place at the Hyatt Regency Hotel here in Washington, D.C. It's going to be a great day, I think, next Saturday. We took place in the first one at the Mayflower Hotel, the Canna Show. Those guys will be here a little bit later to talk about setting up the summit, how all that went into play, and stuff like that. So let's get into, I guess, our first episode.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna start.
Oh my God, it's crazy, huh?
It's really hot out though. I'm sweating because I just ran from my car to get here on time, and it is 100 degrees plus.
It's actually pretty brutal right now. That's why if you're in the studio, grab a treat, get high, forget about the heat.
Have an edible.
I mean, it's the only thing to do right now. So there's a couple things that we want to do with this show. We want it to be a safe place, first of all. We want it to be a place, if you're new to cannabis, if you're new to the scene, if you're new and you want to find out what's going on, you know, come. We want this to be a place of learning, a place of, you know, conversation, really.
Right.
So we want to start every show kind of with a rapid response, what's in the news. We want to do a gossip column in the show. We want to highlight edibles. If you're making something, give us a call, hit us up on email. We'd love to talk about what you're making, because this is our first show. We're going to talk about what we're making. So, but if you know of a local artist and you're the local artist and you want to do some, artwork promotion, some music promotion, feel free to reach out. We would love to talk to you. We'd love to have you on the show. So the first segment we're going to do is the In the News. Rona, you got to grab your mic for this too.
Oh, good.
I was reading, woke up this morning, I'm reading the headlines. There's a BuzzFeed article about a woman, she went to an adult summer camp. And it's a pretty benign article. It's just kind of funny, actually. All these people get together. They go to summer camp with each other. They live in the bunks. They live in the dorms.
I mean, everybody likes camp, right? I mean,
Wait,
yeah,
is this?
you're not at work.
Is this a capital A adult? Like what?
No, it's like
No, it's adult camp.
It's
I
adult
mean,
camp.
you go,
like,
you
they
take
do
your
this-
sleeping bag.
So
this
vacation.
nostalgic thing. Yeah,
It's people
do
coordinating
this for
vacation.
vacation, yeah.
Okay,
you
cool.
leave your undergarments at home.
Well, yeah, there is a big there's a big part of this article about all the booze that's served there and like all the hooking up and stuff like that, because it's like you're adults at camp, you're doing the shit you wish you could do when Camp Nowhere came out and you're like 15 years old.
Do you still have counselors?
No, that's okay. So it's called Camp No Counselors. It's called CNC, Camp No Counselors. But there's a line at the end of the article, and she kind of throws it away. Pot. You could smell it in the air. It was pretty prevalent, and I thought it was really interesting, especially this week with everything the DEA said about pot, marijuana. You know what I mean? For it to be so common that a reporter, has it as a second thought to her story, but here these, this national federal agency that's still, is feeling
When
some
it's-
kind of way about it.
I think it equates to snack time now at adult camp, right? I mean, it
Like
goes.
right before nap
It's
time?
just like, hey, we're gonna have.
It becomes nap time.
Well,
if you
it's like you have
too
nap
much
time, snack time, and you have your cannabis moment or whatever it is, edible, smoking, whatever. It's just normal. It's part of the daily activity.
Well, part of this article too, she said that there was a dealer at camp, right? Like, which I'm sure that he's the same.
No camp
kid, right?
counselors,
Like,
Been dealing
only
since, like,
camp
yeah.
dealers.
this kid's been hustling since 9 years old. He's been getting Social Security since 9 years old, putting in his
Drives
checks.
himself to camp.
Yeah, but I mean, so this camp dealer, they're okay with him having weed. They're not okay with him having cocaine. They said in the article, which I think is pretty interesting too, because
It's important to have boundaries.
yeah, no,
Balance.
yeah, absolutely, I guess so. But I mean, at the same time, we nationally see them as the same thing, right? I mean, it's on the same schedule level, so.
I get the point. I see your point. See, I thought the point was about how it was so normal to say, hey,
Well, I guess that's
no
the
big
thing,
deal
is, like,
if it's cannabis, but
well, just like they've created in DC, right? I mean, this weird gray area where we don't know how we're supposed to feel about something, and you're left to your own devices, kind of. You're left to your own, assumptions, and then you base those assumptions off of taking 10 years of DARE class, or taking, going to the movie and seeing 3 Harold and Kumars or something like that,
Church.
Or church, yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. And then,
Then you go to
miss
adult
out.
summer camp.
You have to go to summer camp as an adult, meet the weird dude by the bridge.
Kind of sounds like one big episode of Wet Hot American Summer, right?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
where is this summer camp? Where's the summer camp?
This summer camp was in Ontario.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, this one was in Ontario because I actually have the article here. Let's see.
So you can only go up for 3 days because that's the extent of their summer.
A. Well,
I don't know. I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, the pictures look really nice. Yeah, it's in Canada.
Ontario.
But they also have it in
Directly
10
north
North
of
American
Minnesota.
cities. This guy was on Shark Tank. He's on to something.
Serious business.
Summer camp.
I think camp on the Anacostia. What do you think? Anacostia Park? Adult summer camp? Huh?
Is that federal land?
Okay, let's go across the river to where we reclaimed our DC land and do it over there.
I don't know. I don't know if it's any better across the river. I think you're still looking across the river in Virginia before you want to camp anywhere. I just thought it was really interesting. The way she wrote, kind of a throwaway line about it being prevalent, everybody knowing it was there, something that's we see or we have to compare on the same level federally, just as bad, but just this weird, still acceptance, still this thing everybody wants to do.
So what's the over-under on cocaine actually being at camp?
The cocaine actually being at camp?
Yeah.
I would say 100%. 100. If
The
you've
dealer
done
says
cocaine
no.
before, you know what I'm talking about.
Not at adult camp.
Yeah. Oh my God. These guys are putting in their coffee. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us on the first ever debut show, the Pink Fox Playhouse. We'll be here on Saturday nights, talking about adult summer camp right now, doing cocaine at adult camp. Just chicken fingers and cocaine. I bet you never thought,
And the
someone
jungle
would've
juice.
told
Man.
you.
S'mores.
Yeah, you're 10 years old. You can do this as an adult. It's terrible. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Run the mountain down, burn it down.
first episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse. We've got a few more people in studio. If you're in studio just joining us now, please feel free to grab a treat. We've got strawberry Pop-Tarts that looks like chocolate ganache Pop-Tarts. We've got Fox Rocks. We've got caramels. We've got chocolate. We've got Denyos, which are our version of the Rolos. You have to kind of make a cheesy name for every single item, right? Like you want to market these things yourselves. So we've got what we're calling the Denyos. We've got a white chocolate raspberry Denyo made from fresh raspberries. It's ridiculous. Keo, the mad scientist, will be talking about that in just a quick second.
Can I
If you're
ask a
here,
question?
please feel free to grab a treat, grab a poster.
Ronan has a question.
I have a question.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to trouble.
No.
What's a Denyo?
Oh, well, okay, so I can help you with that. Fox lives in a den. And it's
Okay.
Kind of like, we're going to go to the den, yo. So it's like, we're going to take a little teeny tiny chocolate caramel, and go to the den.
Oh,
Denyo.
okay. So this is like circumstantial.
Kind of. I mean,
Word.
you'll
I love
know
it.
the circumstance once you have.
Yeah, once
A
you
Denyo.
eat it, yeah.
Once you have
You'll
the
be-
Denyo,
yeah, you
you'll
might
know
be
what
trapped.
the circumstances.
So I could be like in the park, but in the den.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then you'll say, "Oh, now I know what they mean in the Denyo."
Yeah.
But the other night at dinner, we almost had to change the name to our friend whose favorite candy is the Rolo, and his name's Ben. So we were going to change it maybe to the Benyo, but
But I don't like Ben enough to do that. So
So that was a little
no, Ben's a
vindictive.
good guy. He's a good guy. But we do have a bunch of treats. We have posters. We've got stickers. Please feel free to grab all this stuff on the way out. Have fun. Enjoy.
yeah. Okay, so tonight we have Pop-Tarts. We haven't made Pop-Tarts in a while because they're very delicate, and I can tell you that the temperature outside does not help the baking process of the fine pastry that goes into making the Pop-Tart. They melt.
Well, it's actually
just
as
can't
hot
melt.
as it is. It's tough for a lot of these items, right? It's
Oh, the
tough for the
chocolates are
chocolates.
bad.
It's tough for to keep the caramel solid.
Right, but you can make those without having, I mean, they look good, but they look better when it's colder outside. So
Well, let's talk about that because I didn't know there was a difference. Did you know this? A difference between summer caramel and a winter caramel?
well, that's what I call it because.
What's the difference?
Okay, so normally I make a soft, chewy caramel. But,
Which one is that?
And that's our infused caramel that we make. So it's like a really nice, easy to get through, kind of little chewy, it melts in your mouth. And
What
that's
season
great.
would that be, though?
That would be your months of probably late September through around here, early May. And
Okay.
then after that, I have to make them hard. I have to make them like a hard, chewy caramel, which is fine, but it just takes a little more work getting to the.
But why?
Well, because if you have a little soft, chewy caramel out in this terrible, humid, hot weather,
You got a goo.
you got a glob in your hands in a couple seconds.
You get a goo ball.
You got a big glob. So, to avoid the glob, summer caramels.
Touche.
I would have never known to make two different kinds of caramel.
Just so you know, you can carry it around. Sometimes you got to keep one in your purse.
That's the nice
Emergency.
thing about these edibles. We talked about it a little before, but the ability to have a treat and be incognito about it, or kind of low key, not have this crazy smell about you, or I mean, for me lately, a crazy coughing fit after every bong rip, and stuff like that. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to pop a chocolate or a caramel.
Just get out there and socialize, right?
Exactly. Yeah. If I'm getting on a flight, I'll eat a Pop-Tart. Especially like a JetBlue flight. I've literally never had a DirecTV work for me on a JetBlue flight. I don't know why they advertise.
So you're just sitting there high as hell, looking at the back of a seat.
Can I tell you, I just got back from Florida. This last flight, the girl was so sweet. She must have been like 9 years old. All she wanted to do was watch SpongeBob. I'm like, yeah, I'll switch seats with you, okay? I'll switch seats with you. I make the mistake of like switching seats. I knock my phone, so I lose the podcast I'm listening to because I'm in airplane mode now. It was terrible. It was my nightmare. I had to,
Oh no, but the little girl was happy in that.
she
Made
was
it
really
all worth
happy. Yeah,
it.
she
got
offered
to
me a
watch
lot of
SpongeBob.
Skittles. But it was just like it was like the worst part of like I'm now sitting in a seat with no TV. My phone doesn't play anything because everything's in the cloud apparently. Like nothing's on my phone anymore.
Wait, was this window or aisle seat?
It became aisle after being in the window.
Oh, that's awful. You can't even look outside.
No,
Jesus
it
Christ.
was tough stuff.
We only get to look forward to that cart coming down the aisle.
They don't do the cart anymore.
Yeah,
On
you're not getting
Oh,
anything.
little
these
basket, the
yeah,
basket.
they just do little trays. So it takes 42 minutes for your ounce of soda, because you can serve them 2 at a time.
Hence the need for a Pop-Tart.
I did think about it this time though. I've never done it vape on the plane.
Oh, I don't know about
Wait,
that.
can you do that?
I'm just saying, would you have the guts to do it?
No.
Like I have never done it. I had a vape pen in my backpack, which was like my carry-on, but
No.
Yeah,
No.
that
No,
seems like
I'm
a
not
big
doing
no
that.
for me, man.
Yeah?
I'm gonna have to say no, dog.
Because you get in trouble, you get caught, and then the whole plane gets in trouble, and then you've really got a bunch of people just.
but
angry
it
at
makes for
Also,
an awesome Instagram video.
also, you look like a douchebag.
you. Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's
but
terrible.
no one's seeing it except. Well, I guess when you
No, everyone's
post it.
seeing it.
Yeah,
Those
when you
things are
post it,
not
yeah,
inconspicuous.
yeah.
It's about
They
the
make
size of
the
this microphone.
largest plume of smoke ever. Like,
Oh, that would be awesome, right? You open the bathroom door and it's just like, what? Oh my god. Well, back to the edibles. So we have the Pop-Tarts in studio. We have 2 different flavors. What's it like to make the filling of that Pop-Tart?
Oh,
What goes
well,
into
okay,
that?
so the Pop-Tarts, I made those this morning, and I took some fresh strawberries and just kind of blended them up after I cooked them with a little bit of sugar, made a little jelly out of them, and stuck them in the middle of a pie dough, and it's delicious. I infused all of it.
That's a summer jelly, too.
Summer jelly?
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that
summer
between the
jelly.
months of
No, I don't have a difference.
June and
Jelly-
August?
Jelly's jelly.
I make
First.
compotes in the winter.
Jelly's jelly. And I don't know, I infused everything except the icing. The icing is not infused.
What kind of icing are we looking at here?
Well, on it's all vanilla icing, just a glaze. But you do have pink and white icing.
Some fun colors.
But the chocolate Pop-Tart has a chocolate ganache that's infused in the middle that's made from scratch along with the chocolate pastry. It's really good. They're super flaky. They're very delicate. And you should probably start with half.
Seems like the setup for a Food Network show.
Well, there's
It could be, except for you have to find a kitchen that is low to the ground right now. So it's not. I mean, my kitchen's on the 3rd floor of a place that it's just cooking. It's like
I was going to say, your
it's like
kitchen's
solar
also in
heating.
an oven. So
yeah, it's an oven. It's so
Your
hot.
oven's inside of an oven.
So everything kind of just like melts. But
Oh,
got to cook early in the morning or late in the evening.
There's
it could
another
be like the Rachel. Wait, which one is it? Roy or Ray?
Ray.
Rachel Ray of this though. Like, just get you a Food
Oh,
Network show,
That's what I need.
or like
I
a
need test
competition.
kitchen, a
It could be
test-
like Chopped, but like
Nobody
With-
wants that.
God, edibles chopped.
with,
Come
with
on.
edibles,
How
yeah.
much fun? Or
Yeah, until
edibles
you have
iron
like
chopped.
And like the
monkfish
basket's the
in
same every
basket,
time.
yeah,
it's just
and
wheat.
like,
That's
Basket's
every
the
single
same.
time.
No
Yeah.
surprises, no
Yeah.
whammies on this basket.
oh shit, it's brownies again.
I won brownies 4 times in a row.
What did you transform it into? Brownies.
No, but I do think we should have the Iron Chef.
No, there should be that would be a fun experiment.
I'd watch that.
I'm telling you, until someone gives you monkfish or eel, and it's like, how the fuck am I gonna ruin this great, infused butter or something and like pour it over eel? I don't know. There is an item I want you to go over. Our Yelps.
Oh, Yelps. We don't have any of those with us.
Don't have any
today.
available tonight. We didn't bring any tonight.
It's just
but
it's a form of Cheez-It. So, I don't know. Lately, my favorite to make has been the cheddar jalapeno Yelp. So that's just like a jalapeno powder that comes from the Hatch Valley in New Mexico, and then it's blended in with some really sharp cheddar cheese, butter, and infused with the raw, like our raw concentrate honey / oil, whatever. So we really have like both the quality of THC and the CBDs in the Cheez-Its, and I don't know, they're super delicious. You can't stop eating them. You need to mix them with regular Cheez-Its so that you have a few that are non-THC mixed with your THC.
What
That's
happens?
actually-
What happens when you
I-
eat too many?
I've never mixed them, so
What happens when we eat too many of these?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what too many is for every individual. However, some people, when they've had too many, have maybe called the ambulance to help them. I don't know. Or they phoned a friend and said, "What's happening to me now?" I don't know.
Does that go on like the nutrition facts where it's like serving size after
should
this many
be,
servings, like
like-
you're going to the hospital?
Like the Viagra warning, right? Like if you have to
If
call
you
your friend and ask if you're
experience-
alive.
So actually, I had a friend at a festival decide that he was going to be hard and,
Okay.
and just destroy this entire edible
Sure.
against everybody else's wishes. He was probably
There's
three-
always that guy too,
Three,
right?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, he was the man. He was like, I'm a
should
big
talk about
guy,
that guy.
and I can handle this,
Yeah.
and these don't affect me. And so it was great. We went saw Future. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Concert was going well. Turn around, this dude's gone.
He didn't see it.
Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows where he is. So we get a call, probably halfway through the concert, and the dude's like, "Yo, somebody needs to come get me." Like, all right, cool. Where are you? We're in the Southwest DC. Where are you? IHOP.
Is there an IHOP?
He's not from here. I don't know how he found an IHOP.
in Southwest.
I couldn't even find an IHOP. Oh,
There's no IHOP in Southwest.
I don't know where he was, and whoever went and picked him up had to go find him, and then they took him to the hospital. So he had to
I
go
mean, I
get
don't
some
laugh.
fluids. You know, they
Yeah.
got him right. It's cool. We went to get dinner. We're chilling. IHOP. We get a call from him, like, "Yo, the doctor said I'm good. What's the move tonight?" Everyone's like, "Yo, no,
Why don't you sit one out?"
you're staying in bed. Why don't you take a break? Lay low for a second." So yeah, that was. I'm always curious about like what the limits for people
well,
are.
I can tell you, I can give you a recount of some experiences
This is
maybe
a personal-
other people have
Oh,
had.
okay,
Not
okay,
myself personally. But I do know some people who have maybe overindulged in their edibles, and they either end up laid out completely, like they're awake, but they can't communicate with anyone, so they're just laid out.
It's that Hayden Christian movie, you know, like Hayden Christian.
It's like I'm trapped in my body, and I can't tell you I'm trapped in my body. I'm screaming for help right now, but
The best is
you
I
hear nothing.
So I remember the story she's talking about. Is a friend of ours had this. It was during the snowstorm, and I mentioned to her, "Man, she looks so peaceful sleeping. Look at that! Like she had those edibles, and she is so peaceful."
Could you see it in her eyes?
Well,
Just
the-
like the fear.
The next day, she goes, "I heard you say you thought I was peaceful. I was in a war, like inside. Like she was like, I was screaming for someone just to move me because I thought it would like break, the spell." So
that was her Vietnam.
oh man, God,
Rough.
she went down on a ladder, like she went down Jacob's ladder. Didn't know what was real.
Yeah, and then I've had the friend or acquaintance who maybe did overindulged and couldn't get out of a car, was trapped in a car, or said, "I tried to get out of the car and I couldn't get out of the car, and I wanted to get out of the car, but I just sat there, frozen." So
I think that's funny because a lot of people try to get to that overindulged stage, right? There are some people aching to get stuck in a car and they can't do it.
there
So
are
that should be the
people who have
name of a new
requested, "Could I
a new
have an
edible, right? It's like stuck in a car.
Stuck in the car.
I want
We
an
put
edible.
everything in it.
Right.
Yeah.
One of these. You're
Doomsday.
Right. And then there's the person that, maybe has not put enough food in their stomach prior
Oh,
to that
yeah.
moment, and then it all comes right back out.
Yep.
And then there's the person that calls 911. I'm done. I'm down. My body doesn't work anymore. I need an ambulance. There's that person who has had the ambulance show up and they've said, "We're not taking you anywhere. You're fine." Or, "Yeah, we'll take you, but..."
There have been, we've got a few paramedic laugh stories about, did you take any foreign substance? And the guy was like, "Yeah, chocolate chip cookie." And the paramedics are like, "Okay, well, it's not shit we could do for you."
But I would say if you follow the advice of your friends and edible maker, you'll be okay. You won't have those problems if you follow advice. But if you want to just go, what is the one where the guy ate the edibles, went out with his friends, said I could eat all the edibles, and then he went to a bar or he went to a burger place maybe.
Okay.
Went face down in his ice cream on the burger place.
The story I remember is the cop. He pulls over a couple kids, takes their stash, doesn't report it, takes it home. Him and his wife make brownies, do you guys know this story, right? And he calls 911 and he thinks that him and his wife are dead. And he keeps asking if this is real life. And the 911 person is like just thrown for a loop. They are like, sir, you got to get it together. And he comes back with, what's the score to the hockey game? So that's my favorite, like, edible bug out. That nothing will top that. You stole someone's stash and then bugged out.
So what other questions do you have about edibles?
We'll tell you
You've
what.
had an edible I've made, haven't you?
I've had a few edibles
Yeah.
you've made. Yeah, those are delicious.
They're good, right?
Yeah.
We'll give
I
you
haven't
a
had any
second.
trouble.
And you have a
We'll give you a
bug
second
out.
to think about
Let
it.
me,
We'll
let me
take
think
a quick
about some
break.
new. Yeah, let's take a break.
Take
I'm
a
gonna.
quick break. If you're in the area, come on down. If you're in the studio, have some edibles. Do those horror stories.
Part-time love is alive around here. We're never done. Everything feels like touchdown on a rainy day. Part-time love is alive around here. We're never done. Remember at square one. And we worked too long till we're at square one. We're never done. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done. Everything feels like touchdown on a rainy day. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done. Everything feels like touchdown on a rainy day. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done. Remember at square one. And we worked too long till we're at square one. Part-time love is a life we're never done. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done. Everything feels like touchdown on a rainy day. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done. Part-time love. We're never done. Everything feels like touchdown on a rainy day. Part-time love is a life around here. We're never done.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. The first ever Pink Fox Playhouse episode. We're here at Listen Vision Studios, Georgia Avenue, Washington, D.C. If you're in the area, please feel free to come down. We've got a bunch of treats. I think some people are really liking them. I hope they're liking them.
Oh, they're definitely liking them.
Here too. We're going to give these guys away. We hope to have some every weekend.
Oh, we will.
But actually, I'm glad I just thought of that. We're gonna do a big event around the show once a month. So the last Saturday of every month, feel free to come down. It's gonna be a big party. We'll have a pop-up on occasion with artist T-shirts, hats. We'll have a bunch of different things, but
Try to get some
just
food
mark your
trucks,
calendars down.
something to
Every Saturday, the last Saturday of every month, come on down. It'll be a safe space to enjoy this great planet. And speaking of which, I believe we left off. You were thinking of some questions.
Yeah, so with this process, I'm thinking about this is just such a hot day. How does that impact the top to bottom kind of process? Because I think that's what you guys engage in to a large part, is like a lot of your own cultivation.
Yeah, we do. But right now, the heat isn't affecting any growing, but it does affect the time spent in the kitchen. So baking is not, no.
Yeah, you said you're on the first floor. That's just not.
No. Yeah, I'll start baking someday on the lower ground, I guess.
It's crazy
Oh,
to
it's
say
really-
too, because in like 3 months we're gonna be like, it is so cold.
So cold.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can't. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Because you're a bike guy. I mean, like.
Yeah, I definitely ride a bike around. I also, someone stole my air conditioner. Like,
What?
yeah. Probably like 3 days ago. So I'm a little confused. I have so many questions, as many as probably everybody else in this room. But
It also reminds me of.
Okay,
that
what
Broad
are you
City
doing
episode.
right now, though? Like,
what am I doing right now?
yeah, you don't have air
I have a
conditioner?
box fan, and it comes everywhere with me. Everywhere.
You know what you need is a Misty Mate. Do you remember
Oh.
those? You need to just get. I remember like grandfather got them for us at Disney. We were like 8 years old.
Yeah, man,
obnoxious
those
as
little
hell.
fans with
Like,
the-
Yeah, would not shut up until we got one. Got one, used it for one day, never saw it again. Yeah.
Yo, I would use the hell out of that thing right now. I would break it. My body is ready for that.
Dropping ice.
Yeah, it's rough right now. I have no idea. Dude, every repair person that's come through has just been flabbergasted. No clue as to how or why. And the crazy thing
wait,
is, it's a 15-year-old unit.
Someone
I have a
took the
question,
ground
though.
unit.
I have a question. So they take the unit. It's like a ground unit? Is it in the ground or is it in the window? It's a window
No,
unit.
no, it's a ground unit. We're not talking about just a little
Oh,
box.
wow, so
No,
it's the whole
somebody
HVAC
came
system.
through. This is central air we're talking about here.
Oh, I know why they did it. It's a copper. That's why. It's
If we
copper.
look right now, we could find it on Craigslist. I bet.
Yeah.
Probably. No,
And
I
you
have no
couldn't-
doubt.
You couldn't because the copper coil is going to be gone. So
Yeah, copper coil is probably the first thing to go with that. But it's crazy. I'm so hot just thinking
Kudos,
about
though,
it.
right? I mean,
more ways than one.
kudos to that guy. Working hard. Well,
I kind of want to cry right now.
for him.
For me, thank you. Could you
I
bring
do.
your tears and like just put them on ice?
I want to
That'd be
donate
great.
a fan to your cause right now.
We have so many fans. That it's crazy.
But at a certain point, the fan just kind of like pushes hot air around.
From the beginning, that's the entire experience.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, you could lie to yourself and be like, oh shit, that fan is nice. No, it's
No, you know what? It's nice when you are absolutely still. Like meditate. If you think, you're gonna start to sweat again. It's rough. It's just, I'm struggling.
Oh my god. Is the water bill built into the rent?
I'll have to consult my lawyer.
Yeah, there you go. Just that's where you just post up like that. In the dorms. Went to college in Florida, and you never paid for water, so you just 8 showers a day if you wanted to, just on ice water.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Cold showers have been a must. It's been rough. Yeah.
It's good though that global warming isn't real. We don't have to worry about shit.
No.
120.
Oh, we found it on Craigslist. It's right there.
Did you?
That's the one. Yeah, that's probably.
Oh
It
my
looks like
God.
it.
Down in Clinton.
Yeah, it's down in Clinton. That's
What's the deal? Can we?
What was the price on that?
We'll do a price of.
60. Yeah, that's more than I
Oh,
want
damn.
for it. I'm not. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I was gonna offer like 110.
It has no copper in it, man.
I was just gonna say you can sleep over at my house. No.
So actually, one of the repair dudes that came through said another person, he had seen this once before,
Of course.
and so, but it was a little bit different. The same kind of ground unit was stolen, but what they did was they had enough time to take it, gut it, and then take the shell back and put it back
Oh,
in
so
place
you
for
need-
you. So like you're sitting there wondering why the heat's you're looking out the window
That's
trying to
almost,
find it's
that's
kind
more
of
hateful than just straight up taking
it's savage.
it.
No, that seems really personal, right?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do? It's rough.
Oh my god. Well, so there's another part of the show we wanted to talk about. We did it in the news, right? We wanted to, every show's kind of got their own little gossip segment, gossip column, gossip something. Where we all met, that former employer that we talked about was part of the movie industry, and I think we're all big fans of the movie industry. So it's hard to say that it's not a part of anyone's life. And the big movie that's everyone's talking about right now is Suicide Squad. I was unlucky enough to go see it. I
didn't
don't
see
think
it.
either of
Did
you
not
guys
see it.
have you?
No, I haven't seen
Has
it.
anyone in the studio seen it yet? I'm so glad. We could save you guys all the time and trouble.
Let's get a real quick. I want like a 3-word review
I mean,
from go 3 words.
3 words. Let's see.
I won't go. Please don't go.
Wrote at 13. I wrote this movie at 13 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it is like the craziest thing you've ever seen.
I love that your 3-word review needed like 8 words of explanation. But no, that was great. It was good. It was good. It was-
And also, my 3-word review is about me. Oh my god! But I mean, so an 80% drop off from opening weekend, and it's kind of Warner Brothers' second tough hit this year.
What was the first? Was
What's
it
the
Batman,
first?
Superman?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, Batman Superman.
Yeah, that wasn't great
But we
either.
all saw that, right? I mean,
Yeah, we saw
Okay,
it.
but it wasn't
eventually
great,
seen
but it
that.
wasn't terrible. It was not terrible. And Wonder Woman was a bright spot. I mean, she was really hot
Yeah,
and powerful.
she was.
And she had
I mean, but they
great
gave her a
hair.
tough role in the movie, right?
It was
Like,
comical.
Yeah,
It
because
was
she
terrible.
went to 2 parties and then got on a flight.
She wore that dress though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's
What
what
the
I'm
hell
saying.
that
like,
dress?
And she drove that Lambo.
Oh yeah, that's real.
I
That's real.
mean,
Yeah.
So, and the preview looks great. The you guys seen the Wonder Woman preview?
Yes, looks good.
Looks really good.
About it.
Looks
Chris
great.
Pine.
So let me wait. How do these relate?
Well, it's all the Warner Brothers universe. All the DC.
Yeah. But I mean, like, how many people are we seeing in not in Justice? In
No, DC.
no, in the movie, the new one.
Suicide
In Suicide Squad, yeah.
How many people from that movie are we going to see in other movies?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what you're asking?
Well, I think
Yeah.
unfortunately Jared Leto is our Joker from now on.
Is it bad? I heard he didn't have much screen time.
Well, I mean, like, great. That is great. Like, I mean, like, I love him. I love Jared.
How do you really feel?
I love Jared Leto. I love him. I'm just like disappointed. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough act to follow too, right? That's a
It's
really,
really
tough
tough.
act.
Oh yeah, the
to
Heath Ledger follow up.
Ledger,
Yeah.
So like, it was gonna be crazy, but I don't know.
Okay,
This
so
was a tough
if you had to find the silver lining, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The silver lining of Suicide
The
Squad.
soundtrack?
Yeah, I was gonna say Rick Ross does kill that song.
Purple
right?
Lamborghini. Yeah.
I mean,
I could do with like 2 less references to the Suicide Squad
Oh,
throughout the
yeah.
course of that
Yes.
song, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
I could do with less Rick Ross now that he's like kind of a clown, but that song is definitely a bright spot.
Rick Ross, I saw him recently on was it Viceland? I think.
I'm sure.
He's talking wings now, right?
He's been with Gucci a lot now that Gucci's out of jail.
Gucci Wing? Oh, Gucci. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, now that they both dropped.
Are they both in this
100
wing business? I wanted.
Oh, the Wingstop.
Yeah. No, this man is like franchised,
Yeah.
just wings, and it
You know-
makes so much sense.
The last 3 times I've seen Rick Ross have been in World Star videos where he's talking about his ankle bracelet and how he can't leave the house.
Oh. Pobrecito chico. Lo siento muchísimo.
But I mean, Suicide Squad. When it streams on Netflix and you've got shit to do, you can put it on in the background.
You haven't mentioned Will Smith yet in this whole thing, so what's this
know,
is
but
bad. What I was
that's what
he
I'm
was
saying,
hope like
Yeah, it's like it's like watching your hero just like fall, right? I mean, you knew Will Smith as a man. Like, we grew up with Men in Black, right?
absolutely
We forgave him for Wild Wild West.
forgave. No, I'm firmly gonna push back on that. That was a favorite
No, I
of
mean,
mine.
I love the movie.
Um,
I will still watch it today. But I'm just saying, like, overall, it does not stand the test.
No, we had Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys
That-
2,
absolutely.
Independence Day. Come on.
And
Yeah.
he did us. I mean, like, he saw Independence Day 2 and was like, "No way, kill me."
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't even want any part of this.
Should have said it After Earth, but we're good.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Can I
Take a
tell you
knee.
what?
Take a knee.
Speaking of taking knee, do you want to know Will Smith killed Concussion? He was the best part of that movie. And,
What? You
like,
concussion?
Yeah,
You
that-
tell the truth.
yeah.
You tell the truth. No
he
way,
was
man.
incredible in
No,
that movie.
not doing that.
He was
Not
incredible
with
in
it.
that movie.
No,
He's
sir.
not incredible in Suicide Squad. He's
Oh
not.
man, this is
But he's
it's
also
killing
like
me.
not given a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? He's not given. So Will Smith's thing in the movie is he wants to get his daughter back, right? And
He has a. Oh wow. Okay.
yeah. So
Wait,
that's
this
his
is
like
in Suicide
yeah,
Squad?
like that's his motivation.
Okay.
Will Smith's trying to get his daughter back.
Let's pause. These are huge spoilers, I guess. If anybody is actually invested in watching
You
this,
can't call it a spoiler because it's not like to spoil would be to ruin something. You know what I mean? Like this shit was not fresh to begin with, so it's impossible. But so he wants to get his daughter back, and he just like we're like like bombarded with my ex-wife is a terrible person. But Will Smith, you are the best serial killer, like dead shot in the world. How bad can she be, man? Like,
Wow.
what is she doing that you're the awesome dad in this situation? Batman had to like beat you up in front of your daughter. Like,
Batman did that.
I mean, yes.
That's rough.
Non-spoiler alert, but yeah,
Is that a new thing? Not non-spoilers.
non-spoilers.
You're not
I
gonna
mean,
see this
like,
anyway.
I'm not. So please don't. Because then they're just gonna make another one and another one.
So what else has happened in the news?
Oh yeah, so we do have a feel-good story today. I wanted to do that, so we can't all, because like I think I have a tendency, especially, to be like negative Nancy on a lot of things. And so our feel-good story today, I think you saw the clip. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure if you're as familiar. We watch a lot of World Star Vine compilations. There was a gentleman who went to the park to play some basketball, and he was in full Michael Jordan gear. He wore
He
the
had his
jersey.
Jordan uniform on.
I mean, the
No,
real
not just the uniform. Like
He wore
Everything.
down to the
Did
wristband.
he wear
Yeah, the
Hanes?
wristbands
Did he
and the,
wear
like-
tagless Hanes too?
Were tagless Hanes available back in what was that, like '94?
I don't think he would have worn what Jordan wore. Jordan doesn't wear tagless Hanes in the game.
I don't know. I mean now, but
I feel like we're going down a rabbit hole we don't really want to finish. Surrounding what Jordan wore.
Yeah, like
But no,
if he's
this was-
going- if he's really a fan. I mean,
No, he's pretty seriously a
probably
fan.
got, like North Carolina, like Under Armour. You know what I mean? To, like,
compression,
wear-
a little
some-
compression bear.
But yeah, so this guy shows up to the park. He's got the leg band on. He's got Jordan 12s, which I would never wear to play on the cement court in the park. But that's just me.
Break your ankles quick.
Yeah, and so a lot of he goes viral. A lot of people give him the guy a hard time because of what he's wearing. It's kind of funny. He's wearing basketball gear to play basketball. I don't know if that's
The memes were savage. Yeah, this guy was in like full pro gear.
Yeah, but like you're still playing basketball. Like, so I play a lot of golf, right? Like, I know I'm not Tiger Woods, but when I play golf, I happen to wear like a shirt that looks like him, right?
He pretends. That
Oh,
he's
you rock the
Tiger
red
Woods.
shirt? Are
No.
you?
On Sundays, I mean, like, when I'm trying to win, yeah. But I mean, like, so everybody gives this guy a hard time. It gets back to Jordan. Jordan sees the story, puts together a box I think anyone in this room would be envious of, and then gives the guy a call and says, like, hey, I wanted to make sure the box got to you. Next time you go out and play, you wear the home jersey. Yeah.
That's dope, man. Yeah, no,
That's
they
really
were really savage to this
Oh,
guy.
my God, yeah.
Like they destroyed him on the internet. Memes were crazy, and I mean, I get it. Like you look at the guy, he's not Jordan, looking a lot like Jordan. It's easy to make those comparisons. iPhone, Android, all that. It's rough though. Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you want to do with it. But it went a little too far, and I think he wasn't quite.
I think he does have Asperger's syndrome.
Okay, wow.
But I mean,
Yeah,
he
so-
holds his own on the court. I mean, the kid has a jump shot, and we've all had those moments too, where I remember especially. I grew up in Orlando. I have a Penny jersey. I have a Jordan or a Anderson jersey. I've got an O'Neal jersey. I've got the Horace Grant jersey. I have Horace Grant goggles to go with my jersey.
Why'd you get goggles?
I mean, because he saved
Dude, you
us
don't even
in
wear
96.
glasses. What's going on?
He saved us in '96. But that's what I mean. Like we've all had those moments where we were that player we wanted to be.
Oh no, I had the
So,
full penny suit. I mean, no, for real. Like, let's be honest. When I was about 9, I was playing basketball on the court, and
See,
the blue pinstripes. It was bad.
I was never allowed to have those shoes growing up because my parents were not of the game where you were going to get $200 shoes. So now that I'm adult, I have the shoes but don't wear them to play basketball in. Just kind of an ironic thing, I think.
Yeah, man. Well, no, that's a beautiful story though. This guy, I think Jordan did the right thing with
Oh, my
that.
God.
And often I feel like Jordan does not do the right thing.
He's a quiet guy, I think, too. You know what I mean? Like Jordan's, it's tough. It's got to be tough when you're the best. You know what I mean? And everybody wants
That's true.
something from him.
And everyone wants to see you do something
Exactly.
a certain way. But I think this is a real crowd pleaser.
I never saw him in DC. Did you see him play in DC at all?
Yes,
You did?
a couple times.
What was that like?
Amazing. I mean, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw him
That-
play in Orlando a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, he's just the greatest. It's so fun to watch. There's
Absolutely.
a difference. There definitely is a difference. Level of play.
Who you taking on your team, Jordan, LeBron?
Jordan.
Yeah.
I just don't like LeBron.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
I'm
a little
salty on
vindictive.
LeBron, too. I'm salty on LeBron, too.
I don't. It's just something about the career arc kind of it bugged me, man. Going to
For me, it's him destroying Orlando for like 4 or 5 straight years.
so yeah, that's
you know what I
personal.
mean?
I'm from New
He
York,
came
man.
into
I've got
Howard
no-
wanted to play basketball, which is like
no gripes here.
God Almighty. But then like the decision. I'm not even from Cleveland, but it's just like
I will say, this last championship was probably the best one I've watched my entire life.
oh my God, yeah.
That was insane.
I mean, like I will say too, like when Kyrie took that 3, I was like, oh.
Okay, Kyrie was a straight up Jedi.
I thought
Let's be
Yeah, but
real.
if
My
we
man
know-
was like forcing balls
When
into
he took
hoops.
that 3, I was
Yeah.
like, cut. Just got released. I did not see that going in, but.
Excellent game.
But the whole series, I thought that Toronto series with Cleveland was incredible. I thought that Oklahoma State, Golden State series could have been the championship series.
True.
I mean, it sucks to see San Antonio go out. You hate to see Tim Duncan go out his last year, but I think the NBA had a good rigged year.
Word.
We'll take a break.
Yeah,
Come
let's
back after that.
let's throw a tune on right now. Let's get that started.
Thank you for joining us again. First episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse.
To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all.
One night on the scene and they can see you living like a star. New Playboy fatigue, they don't believe that, staring you apart. Oh no. All I really want is just a night at home with her by candlelight. But until I find that girl, I'm gonna hit the floor and we gon' chill tonight. Just can't settle down, not right now. What you need and what you like, drinks and girls of every type. I had one too many, I had one too many. Sexy girls and city lights, planes and transatlantic flights. I had one too many, I had one too many. Oh yeah.
Take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now.
Oh yeah.
Take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now. To the left, take it back, y'all now.
One night on the scene and I can see you moving in the dark. I don't wanna leave and can't pretend to, 'cause it's not in my heart. No way. All I really want is just a night at home with her by candlelight. Quiet time. But until I find that girl, I'm gonna hit the floor and we gon' chill tonight. Want to settle down, not right now. What you need and what you like, drinks and girls of every type. I had one too many, I had one too many. Sexy girls and city lights, planes and transatlantic flights. I had one too many, I had one too many. I had one too many, I had one too many. I had one too many, I had one too many.
breaking down your defenses. In my arms, just you're defenseless. Like you in court with a public defendant. Star witness wanna sing, but if you on the team, we gon' swing for the fences. When it's go time on that goal line, shit. I be making the call, just give me the ball, I'll get you the inches. Bras my age, talking marriage and babies. And I'm like, been there, done it, boss. The young gals wanna love me long time. But then you gotta listen to them talk. Talking me, like she about to sing acapella on the steps of City Hall. Some set the bar, some raise the bar. I pass the bar, let me get you all. Hey. I had one too many. I had one too many. I had one too many.
Welcome back. First episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse here. Listen Vision Studios in Washington, D.C. If you're joining us via remote, however you're doing it, on the tablet, the computer, whatever, hello, thank you for joining us. If you're in the studio, thank you so much. Make sure to grab a treat. There's posters, we've got stickers, cards. I think there's glow sticks now, so make sure you walk out with some goodies.
Everybody can have a solo cup with a pink fox.
With a pink fox, and then, make sure you at least get one treat tonight on the way out. So, thought we would go in something that we're all watching, Olympic season.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do a quick Olympic recap, kind of add to our current event, topic part of the show.
Okay, well, I just want to mention that the women won gold in the 8 in rowing today, U.S. women, Olympic champions again. 2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds over Great Britain and Romania? Romania.
Well, and so for the layman, if they won in the 8, what does that mean?
That means 8 women and 1 coxswain, who typically is female, because I don't think the male coxswains want to put up with the 8 women in a boat together. But
that would be a funny dynamic.
It's 8 women, each one with 1 oar, rowing, not seeing where they're going, being guided by a coxswain, rowing 2,000 meters as hard as they can, as fast as they can.
And for Americans, that
Yeah,
is...
what are meters again?
It's
It's about 7 miles,
yeah.
right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a 2K is not quite 7 miles.
Damn.
Yes.
A mile is 1,645?
So
25.
So
I should know that.
like a mile and a half then almost?
Yeah, about that.
That's what's up. That's
That's
crazy.
a distance then.
Yeah. That's wild.
And they
Yeah.
did this in the polluted water.
Oh, yeah, they
right?
did.
This is the tough
Wait, is this
stuff
okay?
water.
Yeah, can we talk about this
Yeah.
water? What's a
or the
Okay.
Olympics in general?
Well, there is
I
a
don't know
point.
everything
There is
about
one problem I had with a local newscaster here who compared the waters, the extremely polluted waters of the Lagoda, blah blah blah, whatever it is, to
In
those
Sao
waters.
Paulo.
Yeah, in Sao Paulo, to those of the Anacostia, and I was completely irritated by that, because out of the 2 rivers in the district, the Potomac is more polluted than the Anacostia. So,
And that's where we're putting our adult summer camp, right?
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
on the
safer
Potomac?
River,
Earlier,
of
yeah.
course. I mean,
If I'm being honest, I'm not putting my head
Actually-
under either.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not.
and
Yep.
one thing I just think that it's just in bad form for our local newscasters to compare any body of water in this area to the polluted body of water in Brazil,
To the body of water where they're saying like
that you have to
do not
you're
get
supposed
into.
to wear an
Yeah.
entire hazmat suit as you enter the water, and
It's
Is
like
that-
the opposite of Achilles. You know what I mean? I was dipped in the water for protection. This shit, if you get dipped in, you kind of just like dissolve.
It's gross. Yeah, it sounds terrible.
well, I mean, one of the Olympic sailors had to leave because he had water splash in his eye, and his eye became infected, and he had to go until.
Are you for real?
Yes.
It's that easy?
Oh yeah.
That's rough.
That's a terrifying thing too, because you only have 2 eyes. That's
Well, yeah.
You're not really replacing that.
Oh man,
It's
that's
like
gross.
he's a
Terrifying.
sailor, automatic pirate. I mean,
Does he get an eye patch?
yeah.
And a parrot?
Sure.
He has to go method.
And then he has to like chase down other people's boats while he's out there.
Another big story though. Speaking of women's teams, the U.S. Soccer team, women's soccer
Oh
team,
yeah. Well, they
had
were
some
eliminated a
tough
little
stuff
early.
against Sweden.
A little early this year.
Which I thought, it's an interesting story because they did have a little bit of a debate with the men's soccer team, with the soccer federation in general, about a possible strike. So it sucks to see that happened right after this story. That story.
Yeah.
And I think it's really unexpected too.
No, and it's bad that some of the players have come out and
Oh, I haven't seen
made
that.
some comments that
Oh, really?
are unbecoming of their teammates. Yeah.
No way. That's
Well, one
tough
hopes
stuff.
that maybe one wouldn't say such a thing,
Yeah.
but you know,
Is that in reference to who it is? To hopes? All right. She has a lot to say about a lot of things. I think so. Oh man.
But I would like to. I know there's someone here that's already heard this, but if anyone's watched Trampoline, it's very, very fun to watch. The trampoline competition is maybe one of my favorites.
Wait, how
And-
does that walk me through that
Oh,
competition?
you know we've watched this before. We used to watch it the last time the Olympics were on. Didn't you watch it with me at work? I mean, I'm pretty sure we spent our time at work watching this.
Explain it though. Wait, no. I'm
Okay,
trying to-
so you jump as high as
I was
you
gonna say
can.
this is one of those events.
I
that
I don't
is
think
in
I
like-
was in
the
the
air.
office
It's
when
like
that. Yeah.
basketball. You just play it.
I
Jump
think
on
you-
the
I
Was this?
feel-
Oh wait, the one with the basketball?
No,
No.
there's no, you don't toss.
There is
basketball.
like an extreme
You
form
do
of basketball with
jump.
trampolines.
No, slam ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in the Olympics?
It's on Spike TV.
Is it?
Oh.
It should be an Olympic sport. It's
Well,
amazing. Every it's like
the only
Space Jam
basketball
out there.
Made
Every
up of
point is
white
a
guy
dunk.
teams.
Okay, well then I'd
Get
say
that air.
if you're gonna play the what is it, slam
Slam ball.
Slam ball.
you
Yeah.
have to wear a trampetard then.
What is a trampetard?
Trampetard is the uniform that you wear while you
It sounds
jump,
offensive.
jump on the trampoline. A trampetard. It's like a unitard, but it's a trampetard.
Does it make you more aerodynamic?
Well, it makes you look good. I don't know. If
Really?
It makes you more
Does it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it does.
Exactly.
It does. Some of them look really good.
I mean, only because their bodies are like sculpted. If you put us in a trampetard,
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm walking
like
outside in a
that's
trampetard.
That's gonna be like offensive, honestly.
I don't know. It might hold some things in. Who knows? With a proper amount of.
I don't think
Lycra.
that's ever no. There's never been like a small like Spanx.
Are these?
You know
Are these?
what I
Wait,
mean?
are these
Like,
full body experiences?
No,
What's the
no, no,
trampetard?
they're just like it's like a sleeveless maybe or a long sleeve.
See, that sounds like way too much hanging out
your
already.
design. Well, not if you're an Olympic trampoline jumper.
Okay, so wait, let's get back to the Olympic trampoline competition. This isn't slam ball.
No.
What is the objective of tramp? It's not
You have to
trampetarding.
jump up in the air as high as you can,
I
and then
think-
you have to do some flips and some tricks, and you have to land in a little box that is drawn on the trampoline.
Is this related to gymnastics?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay, cool.
I mean-
I think the competition is literally like do all this shit. Your parents said they would take the trampoline away if you did.
Sounds like it.
You know,
yes.
Or
I
if
mean-
you had your friends over and let them do it because
Is there
they
double
fall off
jumping?
and
Because
die.
double bouncing was
Dude,
strictly
and
prohibited.
that's what I said. If they did tandem trampoline, first of all, these poor girls. I mean, when they made a mistake, it was a 40-foot in the air mistake that they are coming down like.
Wow.
It was.
No,
Some
it's
high
really
stakes.
It was fucking terrifying.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Like
It's amazing.
homeboy with a compound fracture should be so lucky. You know?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was an ugly fracture. If you
On the
don't know what
first
we're
day,
talking
too.
about, who
Can you
was that?
imagine?
France.
France, yeah.
Yeah, someone from France.
Can
Just
you imagine the first day? Just like,
leg
I'm finally
buckles
here.
under him.
Finally
No, I
did
think that. Okay, so it's a little bit of pain. You go to the hospital, you get some painkillers, and then you're partying in Rio until you have to leave, right? You're
Yeah,
with the
on one
team.
leg.
don't know.
You're not very mobile.
Sympathy, You're stuck in the athletes' village. What happens there?
I swear to God, if it was me, I would swing my broken leg around on that. There's no stopping. If I made it to the Olympics, I don't care what happened. I have to do whatever.
Let's be real. If it was you, you'd be in a wheelchair in the Olympic Village playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, like crying, but like asking for the McDonald's in free Olympic Village, you know. But I couldn't imagine the first day, just like everything going out. It's got to be like who did we just lose at in Redskins training camp? He blew his ACL, the linebacker.
Oh man. Like on his
Does
name.
anybody know in the studio? You guys are all Redskins fan? All right.
Junior? Junior.
See?
Yeah. Gillette.
I mean, that's crazy. Right before preseason.
Jeez. Well,
Ugh.
that's the game, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the game. Who else are we looking? I think women's gymnastics did really well.
Oh yeah, as usual though, right? I mean,
You're not surprised?
Yeah. Well,
No, I was-
because what's her name? Simone Biles.
Wow.
That's her name, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
The Gravity. She's the Airbender.
She's the last
Yeah,
airbender.
she's literally the last Airbender.
That woman is how old
the
is like
four-
5
5
4 4 8 5 feet 4 8
4'7", I think, right?
4'7".
4'7". She's 19.
dude.
She wears a trampetard.
She's not wearing a trampetard.
It could be.
Yeah.
Okay, see, now I need.
If she jumps
No.
on a trampoline,
I'm Googling trampetard right
it's
now.
not a real word.
We have to add it. No, you can't.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
It can't be a trampetard if Under Armour makes it and sells it for $2,000, right? I mean, like that's some special stuff. So, yeah.
Swarovski.
She's got like Swarovski crystals on it.
Really?
Yeah, though it's
How
the real
expensive
deal.
is this thing? Jeez.
$2,000. It's a $2,000 like bathing suit.
Trampetard.
Trampetard. Seriously, that's a Pokemon.
I'm just. It's
Stop
just
messing
for
with me.
jumping, Just when you
No,
jump
and then
on
when
the
it grows up, it's a
Are
trapezoid.
you playing Pokemon?
Absolutely.
Are you really? Are you
Yes.
still playing it?
I just caught a new one today.
Oh my god.
What'd you catch?
What was it? Bulbasaur.
That
Oh,
was-
okay. That's
Yeah.
the
How
long have you
onion
been
on his back,
playing?
right?
Yeah. And he has little
You
vines.
just caught a Bulbasaur.
Wow,
Listen
really?
to this.
I started with a Pikachu. Let's.
Man.
Well,
yeah.
everybody can do that if they want.
Whoa!
Oh, she caught me.
Pikachu's not even like, not even a.
No, it's a good game. I actually I'm impressed with it because it's
Is it
getting
pretty
it's.
good?
Look, I mean, otherwise, what am I doing? I'm sitting on my couch playing
So,
video games indoors.
Did you see?
At least now I can get out. You know, maybe get stabbed, get robbed. Who knows? Roll the dice.
Speaking of that, there was a really interesting article, rare Pokemon where they've been showing up. Rikers Island,
What?
yeah, in New York.
Why?
I don't-
Wait,
The guards in Rikers Island are saying that they've got like the coolest, best, whatever.
the rarest
Yeah,
Pokemon.
the rarest Pokemon. I forget who did the article. I'll have to look it up real quick. Maybe
Well,
the
I guess they
Times,
deserve
but
it because they're stuck there. You know,
Well, I guess I mean I have no idea how this game system works, but it seems like you might get more rare things for like the farther away from city you are. Yeah,
less traveled.
yeah, the road less traveled by. I don't think it's gonna make all the difference when it's Rikers Island. That's rough.
The funny thing too is it's like one of those double-edged swords because the boss was like, "Yo, you're not supposed to have cell phones." You know, if you're a prison guard, like, how do you guys know there's good Pokemon over here? So,
Rough.
I can say I am not playing Pokemon. Yahoo Sports covered the story. Pokemon Go hit a bunch of rare Pokemon on Rikers Island.
Oh, they did it on purpose.
How crazy is that?
It's very strange.
Who's
So-
the dedicated fan that gets his cell phone? You know, I'm just going to go there for the weekend. Petty larceny. You know, got to catch my. You know.
You could
You
definitely
go
go.
there?
Are they all in the
I mean, you
visiting
can't
room?
go
Let's
there for that.
let's just chill out. Are they all in the visiting room? Because this is feasible.
Yeah, no, that's
This
what
is
I mean.
very
Yeah, like,
feasible.
oh shit! I gotta go to the
Visitors.
yard. Like, oh god! Like,
Do I know anyone?
this is gonna be tough. Like, take my phone out of my
Just
butt in
picking
the
up
yard,
phones, talking to
you
people
know?
through glass.
Ugh,
How's that conversation go?
I don't know. It makes you wonder though where the other hidden Pokemon are. The other so there's this
Oh,
couple.
San
did you see-
Quentin. What are we looking
Yeah,
for? here?
exactly, right? Yeah. Fort Knox, though. They've got one in the vault
God.
of Fort Knox. There was a story. This couple in Ohio said they were given a bird Pokemon that was one of the rarest. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't know which one, but yeah.
I haven't really studied the chart, so.
Yeah, so I guess this thing is... Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know about Pokemon?
Anybody got a Pokédex in the?
Who plays
oh,
Pokemon?
Okay, we got one.
Anyone? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I knew you did. I knew you did.
Are you playing
caught
right
one
now?
here? You caught one right here.
That's
Well,
awesome.
Yes.
The game company... That's actually awesome. The game
It's
company,
great when you
though,
find your joke.
had to wrote a comment and took this character away from the couple.
Wait, why?
Because they had done something to like manipulate the game to get this rare Pokemon. I mean,
It sounds like they deserved it. If you put that much time in the. I don't know what's funny. These jokes are the laugh. Let's go.
man.
Yes,
it's a
I
tough
love
game,
this.
man.
Yo, Pokemon Go is not tough at all. I am
Are you gonna
absolutely.
take over the White House? You gonna
No,
take
man.
over
It's just
the,
like
White
let's
House
be real.
gym?
This is like the low hanging fruit of video games, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is.
Having fun with it.
Did you? How do you feel about them taking those third-party apps away? It's kind of tough.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the whole point is that you're like getting out, getting around, searching for things. You don't want assistance with
No,
that,
but I'm
right?
saying like if the app doesn't work, right? Like, give us something that does. So you can't tell where the Pokemon are on the app, if I understand correctly. And someone's made it
Oh
so
no,
that you can.
No,
right?
you can. You gotta like walk up on it though.
Okay.
The app is basically hacking the thing for you and telling you where everything
Exactly
is.
where to go.
Yeah, where exactly where to go.
The prison yard of Rikers.
Right. That's how people figured it out, I guess. But no, yeah, no. The whole point of the initial app is just to get out and like walk around,
I
which
guess
hypothetically is great.
Yeah, if you're
in
getting out and
practice,
walking around.
not so great because people are like driving and doing this.
I was gonna say until because I could see myself especially too, because I do that shit.
You
already
can see
with
yourself
music.
driving and poke.
No, looking down like right into the road, like oh shit, that's a car.
There was
You know
actually
that
this
it's now
happened. A
hitting-
kid like destroyed a cop car. They have it on tape. I think it was in Baltimore. This kid just like runs right through the cop car,
And he said it was
and he pulls
Pokemon.
over
said
and
it was
he gets
Pokemon.
out and he's got his head down. He's like, I'm playing
Charizard,
Pokemon.
man.
That's what I say too.
Yeah, is that what you say every time?
Pokemon. I really wasn't aiming.
How many times have you hit a cop car?
Never.
Okay.
It's terrible.
But I have seen people playing that look like they're playing that game where you like hold a pole or like some kind of stick and you do circles around it. You know, like you just kind of go around, head down in a circle because they walk around in parks with their heads down and this phone out in front of them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The one
absolutely.
that makes you dizzy.
Yeah.
It's kind of makes me dizzy to watch them.
Used to play that in like middle school.
I don't know if that game has a name. It's just like Dizzy Pole Stick, right? Like
Dizzy ball stick.
It's one of those things where the action is the name of the game. You know,
I don't think it's an actual game because who wins?
no one.
Yeah,
Your
Your
we're all
friends that
losers.
laugh at you
Yeah,
while
gravity.
you're, like,
Gravity
rolling
always
around.
wins that game. You go crashing to the ground.
Yes, part of a relay race. It's really good for that.
Oh, it is a part of
Lots.
relay races.
Lots of hilarity ensues.
And when you try and do like activities after that, it's good to
I don't
watch,
know
Oh
right?
my god.
Like yeah, now
You
running a
never
straight
do
line.
the activity, right? Like you spend 10 minutes on the ground, like convulsing. Then you're like, get your equilibrium back. You're like, oh shit, now I'll take like, take a swing at the pinata or whatever it is. I was
You have
supposed
some ear trouble, man. It sounds like
absolutely.
this is hard on
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. Vertigo, got it all, man. How many Pokemon do you have right now?
So I play a good amount, but I have not caught that many. I'm gonna be
Didn't
real
catch
with
them
you.
all?
Nah, I'm not catching them all.
I'm pretty sure the TV series is still going, so I think that kid is still trying to catch them
So
all.
there. How old is that
Yeah,
kid
right?
now?
Like, it's like
He
The Simpsons,
doesn't- he
14
never
seasons
ages.
later.
Okay,
Never
big
ages.
question about this show. What is this kid doing all day? Like he's just out there
Training.
catching
So he's
Pokemon,
training.
right? Did he go to
Training.
school?
Yes, Pokemon school, like training to be a Pokemon.
He runs with those
trainer.
two other people.
How old
too.
is he though? He's got to be like
Same age, always.
right. But what is his level of education? Am I overanalyzing the
Ash,
Pokemon?
Same age, always. He's super
Ash is
educated.
11.
Ash is 11. He
Yeah.
needs to be
Baby's
in
day
school.
out.
Yeah, no, this is,
Like, bro.
this is not a Ferris Bueller situation.
He's just got Uncrustables in his backpack.
He is. And he's kind of a fashion icon.
I guess if you're living in the woods, you don't have
He's a
bills to
fashion
pay,
icon
right?
Because he wears the same thing.
Yeah, and it's sharp, don't you think? I mean, he looks pretty good.
Well,
looks
when he
better
turns
than-
that hat backwards, then it gets
Yeah.
real sharp. Yeah.
See, my guy is Yu-Gi-Oh. So
I'm gonna
You
be
guys-
real. I was out of the game by the time Yu-Gi-Oh. But that was another card-based game.
yeah, that was a
right?
card-based game. But I mean, like, he was also, if Ash was shopping at like I don't know, American Eagle.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh was Hot Topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
100%.
like,
yeah,
I mean, he was wearing some crazy shit, like unnecessary stuff too.
yeah. He had
dressed
some
like
some
the
head
pickup
ornaments,
artist.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looked like a
Mystery
very
pickup
interesting version of
artist.
Prince, actually, if you think about it.
But another kid that dropped out of school to play cards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the way it goes for you,
He
right?
just didn't do it to catch animals.
All
do
the
that at same
Digimon
time.
kids. Yo, these kids have no
Digimon,
future.
yeah.
This is
those
rough.
kids were like 8 though. Those were like Muppet babies.
We need to do like a Where Are They Now
Yeah.
of all of these
Oh,
like
yeah.
monster catching collaborative groups.
Let's
Rough.
take a quick break. Thank you so much for joining us. First episode.
You said I'd be your lucky lady. I hit those numbers all night. I can't lose. I can't lose when I'm around you. Oh, I can't lose. I can't lose. Now I found you. Oh, yeah.
What's going on? Thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate you guys all joining us for the first episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse here, Washington, D.C. We're in Listen Vision Studios on Georgia Avenue. If you are in studio, please feel free to grab a treat, enjoy yourself. We've got okay. We've got posters, we've got stickers, we've got all sorts of stuff. So make sure you grab something on the way out. Definitely a treat. And got our first guest in studio too. This is my good friend and local artist, Randy Hart.
My man, what's up, man? Thanks for having me,
Randy,
bro.
thank you so much for being on the first show. We
Yeah.
really, really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you're working on. I know you've got a couple projects, but introduce us to the Randy Dreams label.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. You know, my man got it live in here. You know? What's up, love? Yeah,
First
man.
episode, so.
Yeah, first episode. You know what I mean? You know, y'all got it jam packed in here. You know, that's love, man. Love in the shindig. Nah, but yeah, you know, we got a lot of projects working right now. We're just focusing on community. You know, community is how you make a company grow.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we're trying to stay, you know, focused on the kids. You know, of course, we have Parker Cloud and Billow,
Yep.
you know, who really represent friendship and love and positivity. I feel like that's what the kids need. So, you know, like that's pretty much what we're focusing on, like a lot of workshops, you know, and just anything that we can do to help get the community involved.
And tell us about the Kickstarter. You just did a Kickstarter?
Yeah, well, no, I did a GoFundMe.
Or the GoFundMe, excuse me. Yeah,
no,
not the
that's
Kickstarter,
right.
GoFundMe.
No, I did a GoFundMe, man. That worked out real well. The attempt was to raise money, $2,000 for a wall on 2020 Florida Avenue that was dedicated to the education is not a crime. And basically that serves for the thousands that are systematically just attacked, man, you know, because of their faith. And, you know, it's a war on education over there in Iran, you know, that I'm talking about. And I mean, it's a war on education over here as well. But the mural was basically dedicated, you know, for Park Cloud and Billow to be able to take a stance on something that they believed in and, you know, just spread love doing it, you know.
That's awesome. That's incredible. You, if you're listening or you're local or you could see this artwork really throughout this city. One of my favorite pieces is over by U Street.
Which
took
one?
advantage, of all that plywood and the kind of.
I'm gonna take advantage of any wood, any wall that I can, man. You know, I'm a graffiti artist. You know, that's what we do. You know, not glorifying it, but you know, I think any real.
You know, I think there is something to be said to glorify about the graffiti art. For me, especially, I've always, you know, we launched this brand and hope to, you know, expand upon the brand in kind of the same way. Artists like Shepard Fairley has expanded his Obey brand, and you know, of course, everybody knows who he is, but everybody knows of Banksy and his artwork and stuff like that. So I think the graffiti art is today's, you know, it's today's portrait, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, me personally, I think it's a voice. You know, as long as you paint something that's going, you know, stick with the people, something that, you know, like that they can fall in love with, whether it's positive, whether it's funny, it's negative, or, you know, whatever. You know, as long as you're doing appropriate graffiti, you know what I mean? Like, there's rules to graffiti. You know, like, as long as you ain't spray paint on nobody's church, no schools, or, you know, like, no statues, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. You know, like, I'm a graffiti head, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Well, tell us, and when you do you call it tagging? Is that something you do, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, tagging. You know, tagging is just basically just a form of expression. You know, letting you know that, hey, this right here is my spot. You know, it's no different than, you know, when you was a kid and you was, you know, drawing on your table. You know, and then the next class comes in and they reading like, oh wow, you know, say Mark was sitting right here. You know what I mean? So, you know, like just pretty much, you know, for me, I know I tag, you know, pretty much either the big face, you know, which is Park Cloud, or, you know, you see, you know, like the cloud with the hearts on there, you know, again, and that's just, you know, my emblem of invitation as to how we think as a people, you know, being a dreamer, you know, and promoting that positivity through the characters. You know, again, you have Park Cloud, which is a 7-year-old, you know, he's an entrepreneur. I feel like we're headed towards entrepreneurship. And then you have Billow, which is the talking cloud, you know, with the hearts. You know, he promotes friendship and love, you know, so. Yeah, I mean, anytime you see the big face or, you know, the clouds or, you know, like the cloud with the, you know, swiggly mouth, that swiggle. You know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I have a lot of these clouds, you know, that kind of embody us as people, our own characteristics. You know, and you know, every artist, you know, I mean, you just named Banksy. You know, Banksy has his own style. You know, he's sort of, you know,
stencil kind of black and white.
Yeah, stencil black and white. You know, stuff that's kind of gonna make you look at him. Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you have Shepard Farley. You know what I mean? And you know, he has his own red and black, you know, colors and stuff. So you know, that's kind of what I do. You know what I mean? Like if you see the hearts and clouds again, like I said, you know, that's me. That, you know, that's how you're able to identify and put it with Randy H. Or you know, say, hey, yeah, that's a part cloud. You know, painting.
You actually have a really nice abstract piece to it too, where
I appreciate that.
It's simple lines, you know what I mean, to form that cloud, to form the heart. So I can imagine, while it being quick, it also, you know, it also does have maybe a less is more, but also too, it's awesome to put up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, well, you know, simplicity always wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's quick, it's easy. You know, last thing I want to do is get caught by the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, again, I'm not for, you know, you just putting up some bullshit. Yeah. You know, if you're going to do graffiti, do it right. You know, make a statement, make somebody laugh or make somebody think about something. You know, I feel like that's what a real artist does. So, you know, like, I mean, I'm all for graffiti, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Stay with us, man. We're going to take a real quick break, but thanks for coming to
trying to
the
get them
first
Pop-Tarts,
episode.
man.
Oh, yeah, dude. We got you some over there. Go take bring it down, bro. Thank you so much for having or joining us, guys. It's the first episode. Pink Spots Players. going on? Welcome back to the Pink Fox Playhouse. If you're joining us online, thank you so much for joining us for the first episode. If you're in the studio, thank you so much for coming out, joining us for the first episode. Make sure you get some treats if there are any left. Make sure to get. They're all gone.
They're gone, man. It's Pink Fox trees, man. They're gone.
Well,
They
there's
ain't standing a
posters
chance.
and there's stickers and there's cards. So make sure to grab something on the way out. We're here with Randy, local artist. Are you based in Maryland or where would you consider home base?
Well, I mean, it's always Georgia.
Okay.
I'm from Georgia, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to paint everywhere, man. To be honest with you, I mean, if I can get to the moon, I'm gonna paint the moon.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, I mean,
Anywhere
I don't
there's
know.
space.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a real. Damn, man, you should have told me you was gonna ask you that. Man. I'm looking crazy.
Well, I mean, speaking of the artwork, I've got your webpage here. Why don't you tell people where they can find your artwork first before we go any further?
Yeah, so you can check out the website, please, parkercloud.com. You can follow us on Instagram. That's at parkercloud, or you can follow me at Cloud Talking. So it's pretty easy. It's clouds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to get on nobody's nerves, but that's just what I like. That's just what
And
I
once
love,
you see
so.
the clouds too, I promise you will notice them all over the city. It's kind of fun to walk through the city and see the artwork that you recognize.
I appreciate that.
In the artists, it's funny how we met. We met at a local event, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we met because they didn't want to give me a table to vend. And then they tried to tell me that you took my table.
And look, I did not take my man's table. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought your name was Matt.
I did. But I mean, like
And
we
they
were.
like, Matt's phone's ringing. Can
No, Jeff.
Or Jeff.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny because like she kind of came behind the booth and I was like, "Yo, that's my man's booth, man. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's Jeff's booth. Like, and she was looking at me like, "Who's Jeff?" And I'm like, "That's my man." Like he just walked off. So.
But yeah, that you had a couple different pieces. You had your shirts, of course, that day, but you also had some. I mean, really, really well done, beautifully done placemats, floor mats, and it was really cool to see a different spin on a welcome mat. It was actually cool to see a welcome mat that was welcoming. So how did those how does that inspiration take place? How do you get to that part of the art process?
Yeah, I mean, as a brand, we try to focus on being everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, a home welcoming mat, like what's better than that? You
Yeah.
know, like to be able to provide something that can welcome people, to your home. Like we do mats, we do T-shirts, we do button stickers,
Yeah.
paintings. And like I said, a lot of workshops.
Yeah.
With the local community. And we try to focus on lower income housing.
Yeah.
Because the kids need it. There's a lot of kids that feel like they're not getting the attention that they need. And that's pretty much what Park Cloud does. He kind of provides that friendship, an opportunity to be able to teach values and motivate, let alone just to help uplift the community as a whole and doing art
Absolutely.
projects and stuff like that. So it's real cool.
Did you have this person in your when you were coming up and trying to make your art and?
You know what? I would honestly say, man, that like my mom is like the epitome of that person. But like I've had a plethora of people. I had an art teacher that like really pushed me as far as like helping me create. And I mean like family really. I don't really have like that one person.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Took a village, right? Like they say,
Mhm.
it takes a
Yeah,
village to put it
exactly.
together.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
Yeah, but
What about this? What about your favorite medium to work with?
spray paint.
Spray paint
Spray
on the
paint.
wall, on a clear wall.
Nah, I mean I spray paint anything anywhere, man. Acrylic paint is cool, but I've never really I would work with it a little bit and I'm still working with it and like I'm still trying to focus on getting better at it. But spray paint and I haven't really been spray painting for a long time. I've been spray painting for 3 years, but I've been drawing for over 15 years, so I mean it's the same thing, but you're just doing it, like through a spray can, so it's a little bit different, like you have to watch like the pressure of your finger and everything, how you hold it and all of that. So
I know. I've got a similar, because I've been using Crayola for about 32 years, so I know exactly what you're talking about, finger pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse when that crayon breaks. So,
I have some spray paint questions.
oh, go for
please,
it.
please.
Okay, so when you're working with spray paint, how do you keep yourself from completely like getting covered in it? Like,
Man, I stay covered in spray paint.
you
I get spray paint on everything.
Is it in your nose a lot of the time?
No.
Doesn't get in your nose.
No.
Do you wear a mask while you're doing it?
Sometimes. Yeah. You know, my girlfriend's real big on that. You know about me
How about
wearing a
your
mask.
fingers? Like, do you
Oh
wear
yeah, all the
gloves or-
time. No,
But-
I mean, it depends.
How do you get it off?
Soap and water and just a lot of scrubbing, man. You know, it's
But
the
it's
worst.
also kind of like
man.
a badge, right? Like I love the idea of walking around with paint on my hands because it's like, yeah, that's only artists
Well,
get to do
yeah,
that, right?
but I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Yeah,
my
that's
little
cool.
home spray paint project where I end up putting more spray paint on other items of the home than the actual item I wanted to spray paint.
I can
and
see
most
that.
of it's me. Most of it's me. So I'm
I
just
can see
wondering,
that.
what do you do? How do you do it?
I
Like,
think
you
you-
use it all the time.
You also can talk about the bags I tried to create with spray paint, where instead of putting a logo on, I just had nice big pools of spray paint.
You
On
didn't
it.
show
Oh,
me
nice!
that
We
one.
got some artwork up right now for you.
Yeah. You know, whose artwork is that? Like, that's
Yeah.
all right.
Love it.
Ain't all that, but it's all right. No,
I love the
it's fine.
skateboard too. You actually did a skate park here in DC, didn't you?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, like I'm trying to be everywhere. Do
Yeah.
like I mean, cause that's how people see you. You know, like you gotta go to the people, man. You know, and like that's the thing about graffiti art. You know, you gotta. I mean, if you gonna paint it where the people can see it. You know, paint.
What's the process behind that? When you look at locations, or when you are you this is just on your daily walks or something like that? You see a spot, you're like, I'm gonna come back, check that out.
It really depends, and like this is gonna sound like a crazy answer. It just really depends on the day, man. Like, you know, I mean, I could be out with my girlfriend, and you know, like we'll be driving or whatever, and I'll be like, "Hey, drop me off right here, right quick." You know what I mean? Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, we might be on the way, you know, going somewhere formal or whatever, but you know, and like sometimes, you know, I look at something and I know what I want to say because I keep a little, you know, like little sketches or whatever. But sometimes I don't. It just really depends on the day, you know.
Do you consider? I feel like at some point there was a big emphasis put on like the difficulty and like that kind of stuff in the location that you tag, right? So like, are you looking for like that, you know, sort of rare zone where nobody else can get to?
Man, see, here's the thing about spray painting. You know, like you have a lot of cats, man, that like they're just like either they're young or they don't know the spray painting game, you know, and like how graffiti works, you know, but you don't spray over nobody else's stuff. You know, like that's just the one thing. And like that's something that, you know, it's unfortunate. But people do that. You know, sometimes I try to find a wall. I try to make my own space. You know, I try to make something that people ignore, and then it's like you put something right there, and then it's something that they can take with them. You know, so that's what I try to do. But you know, like I said, I mean, I've had myself sprayed over, you know, once or twice. Well, I mean, you know, 3-4 times or whatever. But
What about a dream spot? What's the dream spot?
dream spot, the White House.
The White House.
The White House.
Man,
Front
but
door?
you walk by that, you just itch every.
I know. I mean, look, nah, seriously.
Because I mean, like, it's cool to go to the museum. You see the Berlin Wall piece, and there's some real life graffiti. You know what I mean? There's some real life stuff, some real life art.
Yeah, man, graffiti is big, man. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
like it's everywhere now. Like, and like graffiti is a culture. It's no, and like that's why I put it in the skate park because it's a culture of people. You know, like, and it's you know, like you got your rappers out there. You know, your beat boppers.
Well,
you know, your smokers, the
And,
skaters.
You know, we talked about Banksy too. He's a guy that's now in the Metropolitan Museum. He's a
Yeah,
guy
exactly.
that is, you know, you can't get a work of art from him for less than 500,000. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
it does transcend.
It
Randy,
does.
thank you so much for being here
Man,
for the first
thank y'all
episode.
so
Give us
much.
one more time the Instagram, the website.
I'm sorry, I had to hug Kelly right quick. That's my love. Nah, but seriously, yeah, so you can follow us at Parker Cloud, or you can follow me at Cloud Talking. And please visit the website, parkercloud.com. Everything we sell, we take a percentage and we put it towards children's education. So that's why, you know, you heard me talking about the workshops and everything. That's how we fund those workshops, to be able to help reach these kids. They're your babies too, regardless of what you may think, you know. So just think about that. Take that home with you, lay on it.
Are you going to be anywhere lately? You got a show coming up? Any space coming up?
I just had a show, man.
Okay.
I did the Pancakes and Booze show. That was at Penn Social in DC last Thursday. That was real cool.
Nice.
We're actually about to have, and I was actually gonna text you this too. we're about to have a pool party at my apartment, and it's gonna be an art show. Expecting a lot of people.
awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
expecting a lot of people to come out for that. So that'll be. We hadn't set a date for it yet, but it'll be in the next 3 weeks. So
We'll be there, man.
Put
Put that up
Thanks.
on Instagram.
yeah,
Cool, cool.
please, thank you.
Thanks
Oliver.
for joining us, Randy.
Thank you so much, bro.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back.
I've been singing your song. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old. I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun. I said there's more to life than rush. Not gonna leave this place with us. Drop the game, it's not enough. Hush, I said there's more to life than rush. Not gonna leave this place with us. Drop the game, it's not enough. I've been seeing, oh, I've been seeing your soul. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun. I've been seeing, oh, I've been seeing your soul. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun.
What's going on? It's going back. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the very first episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse. We're here, Listen Vision Studios on Georgia Avenue, Washington, D.C. Thanks, everyone, for joining us in the studio. If you're watching, thanks so much for watching. We're here with the organizers of next week, the Next Week Bud Summit, right?
The Bud Summit, the Business Understanding and Development Summit. If you are interested in the cannabis industry, want to know how to make money, or maybe you're already there, you're trying to expand your business, check it out.
It's taking place at the Hyatt Regency. We'll be out there all day. This is actually your second or third event here in DC. I think
I don't throw any events.
No, but I mean,
White Legal and Consultancy
yes.
throws the events, and
Yes.
I'm a part of that. And it's our second event after the Capital Canna Show.
Which was a huge success
Which was
back in
good, yeah.
February. Took place at the Mayflower Hotel. We had you had 30 vendors, 35 vendors, something like that?
We had like 56 vendors.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
even bigger. And I want to say 2,000 people came through.
We had 2,400
yeah.
people. come through.
24. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a great day out there at the Mayflower.
No, it was really great. It was a
Really
good
nice
crowd.
venue too. For us.
They're never letting
Ruffians.
us do that ever
Oh,
again. Yeah,
no.
it's a done. Like, Mayflower will not fucking do any more cannabis events.
You know, I think they're gonna have
That's
to.
a loss for them.
I was gonna say I think they're gonna have to eat those words eventually one day because
will.
I mean
They will, yeah.
it's just getting too big. It really is. How do you feel going into next week?
Next week's gonna be crazy, and we should give out some free tickets.
Yeah, we are going to.
Can we give out some fucking tickets?
We're going to give out some free tickets
Okay, yeah.
to the show. Is anyone already have tickets for next week?
All right. Well,
This is even better then.
then.
You guys. So after we wrap here, if you're watching right now, you're local, you're close. You've got about 5 minutes to get here for your chance to win free tickets to the Bud Summit next week. The big keynote speaker, who I think we're all excited about, Rick Simpson.
Rick Simpson will be
The man.
teleconferencing in. Yes.
I mean,
yes.
that's not something I think a lot of people are advertising or even able to score.
Yeah.
So that is a huge, awesome win. Congratulations on that.
Rick Simpson is a crazy old man that has he has such an opinionated speech, and the way he talks about cannabis is unreal, and to listen to him and have him heal cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
The
he's
man
going to be
healed
talking about the
cancer,
Rick
so,
Simpson
like,
oil, which everybody knows
RSO,
about.
So like he's doing his thing. Keith Straub,
Yeah.
Adam Eidinger, who all hate each other. So it's gonna be a great. It's gonna be an amazing time. So
Our good friend Jason Klein's going to be talking too.
Jason Klein.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
we're all
Of
big
course,
fans of.
of course, of course.
He was stomping around earlier. I think he took off. He's probably got to get back to the kiddos, but he's a really great guy and a excellent cannabis lawyer. If anyone needs one, Jason Klein here in DC, Esquire. He's a great
So
man.
what's the format for the Bud Summit? What is going on for that?
So we have speakers. We have 4 main sections. We have technology, policy, DC as a case study.
Sure.
And best business practices, which is important. So it's like everything you need to learn, to develop, or to know about how to get involved in the cannabis industry.
So that's like a full
Yeah,
like a
it's
full
like
conference.
if
It's
you
a whole
come
thing.
through, you will like get a base of knowledge to figure out whether you can make money in this shit or not.
Right.
Right.
All right.
So those who have the chance to win these free tickets, this is a life changer almost.
life
You know what I mean?
changer,
And it's funny to say life changer because it almost sounds cliche, but I can honestly say for myself, this is not an industry I ever thought I would be in. It's one that I always
Appreciate it.
like sent my money to
Loved.
almost too fast. You know what I mean? Especially in college, but it's exciting to be a part of these types of events and.
It is.
It's
an industry that everybody has a personal connection to. 'cause
Absolutely, yeah.
Everybody loves smoking weed, like
Absolutely.
And if they don't love smoking weed, they have a family member or a relative or a friend who has benefited from the medical
Yeah, I was
benefits
gonna,
of cannabis. I mean,
if they don't love
definitely-
it, they haven't done it, right?
yeah, I mean, if they they haven't done it or they
No, but I
or
mean,
they had a bad experience and never tried again.
yeah. I think next weekend's gonna be a lot of fun. We had so much fun in February. So when the news kind of broke and we heard about this taking place, we were so excited to be a part of it. So thank you for letting us be a part
Absolutely.
of it again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're going to see you next weekend. And anyone who's in DC, the Hyatt Regency, it's the Bud Summit. The website is...
www.budsdc.com.
And the Instagram?
Is buds_summit.
Make sure to give it a follow. Check it out. We will be giving away tickets shortly. Thanks so much. And we'll take one last commercial break and then wrap up our first ever show.
Wow. Okay. The first ever show.
First ever.
Yeah, first ever.
Nice.
Dude, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
going on? Gonna wrap up the first ever episode of the Pink Fox Playhouse. Thank you so much for joining us. You stuck through for these 2 hours. I mean, God
wow.
bless you. God, you must have been in studio and had an
Because
edible.
you
I think
had
those are the
a
only
giant
people. Yeah.
Pop-Tart, a giant mini Pop-Tart.
And you might have gotten body stuck like we were talking about earlier.
I'm gonna be real. I would have left earlier, but I don't have any AC, so
If you
I'm just kicking it here. Y'all got a couch or something
You're
like
gonna
that?
live here.
Yeah,
you're
we gotta
gonna-
get you a
you'll
seat
still
next
be
time,
here
right?
When
Yeah.
we're back, when we come back here next Saturday, you'll still. Be
Yeah,
here.
I'll probably still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's nice though.
At least we know where to find you.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice facility, actually. I wouldn't mind.
Oh
it.
my God. Listen Vision has a very beautiful home.
Yeah.
If you have not been to the studio, please come down, check it out one day. Call Jeremy Beaver. He will set you up.
Absolutely.
He knows what he's doing. There are very prolific pictures on the wall for a reason. So give him a call. They've got a great studio set up here at Listen Vision.
And oldest in DC.
Oldest
right?
in DC. Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
So, quick recap. We covered a lot today. It was our first episode. This is the Pink Fox Playhouse. We are Pink Fox. We've got Ronan behind the computer, and I don't know if I will call it ones and twos because I mean, is that
Nah, it's just the one. It's just
just the labs, the lab,
the,
yeah,
the one 1000.
Team 1000. But we will be here every Saturday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Our first episode, so we went a little bit longer. But please, hit us up. Show some support if you want to be on the show. If you've got something you want to show off on the show, the website is right here. The phone number is right there. The email is info@pinkfox202.com. We would love to hear from you. We would love to have you on the show. Every month, the last Saturday of that month, we'll do a big event just like this. Lots of treats, lots of items for sale if we can do it. If there's someone who has something they want to debut, show off, a brand they want to launch, whatever the case may be. So hit us up. We're excited to do this, and this was our first time doing it, so I hope it went okay.
It's really
Oh,
fun.
well, yeah, this is all love, y'all. Glad to have the studio
Thanks
involved.
for being here.
Yeah,
everyone
thank you
who's
so
over
much.
here.
And
Hope you
really
enjoying the
appreciate
edibles.
it. Yeah, and we still have. Yeah,
I'm not sure that
Pray to
came
God
out
that
right,
was.
still catching Pokemon over there.
or money.
But please, the last Saturday of every month, we'll do this all again. We'll do it again together, and
Absolutely.
we'll make this a positive thing for the community.
Oh, it's nothing but love here.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
good
So-
vibes, good conversation, good tunes.
Thank you
It's
for our
all-
guest, Randy. Make sure you check him out
Thanks,
on
Randy.
Instagram. Check out the website. I'm going to pull it up real quick one more time just so I make sure I get it officially right. The last thing I want to do is give out some bad information. Randy Park. Let's see. Oh, now I can't see it. Randy, what is the website again?
I didn't want to yell it.
Yeah, no, yell it.
Don't
please.
yell it, man.
All right, so it's parkercloud.com.
ParkerCloud.com, and then on Instagram
At parkercloud.
at Parker Cloud. Make sure you go follow that at Cloud Talkin'. Make sure to go follow that. All that community work he was doing, he actually documents in the Instagram. There are hundreds of mini videos of him doing all these shows and expos and I don't even know what you call it, workshops with these kids. So definitely make sure you give him a
That's
follow.
powerful, man. Yeah.
Next weekend, Saturday, Hyatt Regency, we'll be at the Bud Summit. Make sure to be there. Everything you'd ever want to know about starting in the business, maintaining in the business, having longevity in the business. Some truly incredible speakers. Our friend Jason Klein will be there. Rick Simpson from Rick Simpson Oil will be doing a remote. There'll be some really great people. It'll be a great day in DC next Saturday at the
Make
Hyatt.
sure you come by our booth and say hello.
Yes, make sure if you
Introduce yourself.
absolutely please come by. We've got some brand new hats, brand new T-shirt designs. We'll be debuting just for that event. So, guys, I just want to thank you both for putting up with me and letting me talk for 2 hours. So,
Ah, great. Awesome.
thank you all. Rona, send us off, man.
All right, let's be out.
If you believe in something, stand for it. Who we are?
my niggas doing life. Free my niggas right now. Wanna stand for my bitches doing right. A brother cooking breakfast coming home at night. Stand for my niggas on the bottom. Never went to college, but they full of street knowledge. Hell yeah, I stand for my niggas. I'ma ride for my niggas. Die for my niggas. Big B was the first one to say, you the one, little nigga. And a few years later, we one little nigga. Fuck whatever they doing. We outdone them niggas. And I stand for the shit. A bitch nigga try me, I've been praying for the shit. Goddamn, man, I stand for everything I stand for. Bad bitches and a whole lot of stamps. In my passport, nigga, I stand for. Yeah, never see me on the stand, though, nigga, I stand for. Ask your bitch, she know I'm the man, though. I've been standing out couches in the club, spilling liquor, standing out while I'm fucking my bitches. I'm a stand-up nigga. You a real nigga, I stand up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. Tell my bitch I spend these bands up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. You a real nigga, I stand up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. Tell my bitch I spend these bands up with you. Stand for making those, stand for taking those, stand for what I know. Stand for my niggas on these blocks. All my bitches buying green dots. Young niggas in the weed spot. Tryna get the money for the whip. Little nigga in the G-Ride. He ain't got no money for no whip. Ghost ride that shit. Real nigga gon' provide that shit. He gon' do whatever for the bread. Fuck your point is beside that shit. If you stand for something to fall, but none of the shit is simple. No discussion, your bitch disgusting. She know I love it, I'm always fucking until I'm busting. Oh yeah. I've been standing out couches in the club, spilling liquor, standing out while I'm fucking my bitch. I'm a stand-up nigga. You a real nigga, I stand up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. Tell my bitch I spend these bands up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. You a real nigga, I stand up with you. I'm a stand-up nigga. Tell my bitch I spend these bands up with you. Oh yeah.